Hey fishers, look, it's a bit of a so-so week this week as far as the fishing goes. Last weekend was fair, but I certainly wouldn't say it was great. Got a lot of reports in, some were good, some not so crash hot. Dartmouth, bit ho-hummy. A bit of activity out of the Middle River and all that. They've been fishing well, but as we're given this report right this very second, it's black as anything out over the mid area, and that sort of lightning, all that sort of stuff. The rain's going to really dirty those streams up, depending on how much they get up there. And I reckon all around through that type of area, trout fishing is going to be a bit tough for a few days. Hume Weir, it's good, looking real promising at the moment. We're still getting plenty of yellows out of it, but slow rolling grub still seems to be the only method. Haven't heard of any other technique working real well. My whale is not too bad, it's not going crazy, but they're getting some nice cod and still getting a few cod, trolling, casting, what have you. Trolling the main basin and down around Kiffins, and that seems to be pretty consistent. Not a lot of monster fish, but some reasonable fish amongst them in there. Murrumbidgee River, very difficult to get a boat in. It's basically about half a metre, a little bit more. So small boats, no problem. Further downstream from Wagga down to Berrumbed, just above Berrumbed's quite okay. They're getting some nice fish out of it, I can tell you now, but it's not as crazy as what it was a couple of weeks ago. But you'll go down, you'll pick up a few cod, you'll get the odd yellow belly, you'll have a great day, I can assure you of that. I wouldn't expect too much more water coming down over the next couple of months. It really depends on how much rain we get out of this hit that's coming now. Cross our fingers, hope it works. Tumut River, a little bit quieter this week because it dropped from 900 down to 5, and it's under 500 megs, 400 odd, and that really put it off a bit. Give it another couple of days before it really fires up again, I reckon. You'll find that the trout take a couple of days to get used to that sort of sudden drop in that river, especially when it gets down that low. They get a little bit shy, but we'll cross our fingers, hope it fires up soon. Blowering off the bank with bait's been really good. Big yabbies seem to be very consistent up there at the moment. A few yellow belly, a few cod. The casting and the trolling, it's been a bit mediocre. Certainly not a lot of activity there. Haven't heard of anybody catching any reddies because not many people have been chasing them. I reckon if you went up there and chased them, you'd do okay without too much trouble at all. Talbingo, not too bad. Been a few trout coming out of it. Yukonbean, it's been a bit flat. Not a great deal of activity this week. Surprised. Best catches have been round Seven Gates, Rush's Bay, that sort of area. Hasn't been too bad, but the rest of it's been a bit on the flat side. Tentangra, very inconsistent. The water quality there's not too bad at the moment, and it's still dropping, but that's going to be the case for a little while by the looks of things. Yukonbean River, they haven't started to run there yet. They're getting a few trout out of it, but if we can get some heavy rain up there with this storm front coming through, I reckon they'll run in the next couple of days. So just keep your eye on that one. The fly fishermen should have a ball up there. Same goes with Jindy and up through there. You should do okay. Wangler, it's the hot dam at the moment, still fishing well. The yellow's a bit on the slower side, but the cod are quite productive, quite active there at the moment. Casting, trolling, doesn't seem to matter. Getting a few fish off the bank with bait there too, but the casting and trolling is very productive at Wangler. It's looking real good. Burrinjuck, not so crash hot. Few cod, few yellows, but look, you've got to work pretty hard for them there. So as you can see, we have got enough activity around us to keep us going, but after these funny weather patterns come through and the storm front goes through, I think things are going to change dramatically. Cross our fingers, let's hope. This is Compleat Angler's Fishing Report for this week. Catch you next week.